Hi, welcome back to another episode of Wired for Wealth, transforming your financial life forever. Just another beautiful morning here in Auburn, California, down at the American River. Just stunning. So what I wanted to talk to you about today is I got a call from a friend of mine. And I field these calls all the time, and given what I do, of course, so people are always calling with questions, and of course I get your emails and so forth. But this person, a longtime friend of mine, is desperate to buy a house. Desperation is never a time to take a major financial decision in your life. That is a bad thing to be doing. And of course, the original budget, they were gonna look at, he and his wife were gonna look at a house in the $500,000 range, and that immediately got bumped up to $650,000, which is way above and beyond their budget. No matter what the interest rate is, they're able to get on that loan, which is right now it's about 3%. Of course, the realtor talked him into a more expensive home, and which is typically the case, right? And my buddy is just absolutely certain that this house is going to be an asset and it's going to grow. The housing climb is going to continue, which I don't agree with, by the way, and that's for another segment. I'll get into that at another time. I do think 2021 we could see a housing bubble and crash, given just sort of the things I'm seeing out there. So something to keep in mind, and stay tuned for future episodes. I will address that, and I'll even bring on an expert to talk about that. But I'm here to say that your house is not an asset. I'm sorry, it just is not. And I know many of you are going to be upset when I say that, but when you think about it and you really think through the numbers and you become aware of why I'm talking about this, and this goes to something I've always talked about, is living, the coin has two sides, right? No, it actually has three sides. The edge is so you can see both sides of a topic or an argument or what have you. And so you're not just fixated on one side of that coin like so many people are. They're just so ardent to what they believe in, and they refuse to look at the other side. So when I say your house is not an asset, just stick with me here and I'll explain why. For basic sake, right? When you buy an investment and you sell it here, that's the profit, right? So whatever you paid for it and then whatever you sold it for, in between is how much you profited on that investment. Got me? Okay, so with a house, and let's just use this example of a $500,000 home. And I hear so many people say, and I'm going through their financials, well, it's, I bought the house for $400,000 and now it's worth $600,000, so I've made $200,000 on that home. That is not the case at all. And I'm wondering if you own a home and you're feeling the same way, and let me explain. When you buy a home, again, let's use the $500,000 example, and you get a 30-year fixed rate mortgage, and let's say it's at 3% current interest rates, right? Over that life of that mortgage, 30 years at 3% on a $500,000 home, the interest payments on that will be about $250,000. Now, I understand some of that's deductible, but that is a hard dollar cost, $250,000 over a 30-year time period. So your $500,000 home that you purchased for actually now costs you $750,000, not $500,000. So in order to profit off that, you would have to sell it above $750,000. Are you with me on that? So that's just the beginning. That is the biggest expense outside of the home itself, but there are a lot of other expenses that add to what we call the cost basis of your home. You've got property taxes, right? Maintenance. I mean, he was talking about buying this home for $650,000. The yard alone, the maintenance costs on the yard is $300 a month. $300 a month, that's $3,600 a year just to maintain the yard. Add a pool, a jacuzzi, again, those fees just go up. Then you've got maintenance, you've got insurance, and then you've got the security systems, rewiring, new projects, new appliances, right? You got maintenance people coming over to do a variety of projects for you. I mean, there's just all kinds of expenses that add to that cost basis. So in many cases, you buy a $500,000 home, by the time your 30-year fixed rate is done, all the money you've put into that house could be $1 million. So the only profit you're gonna make is if you sold that property above $1 million. And that's why I say it's really hard for me to say a house is an asset, unless it's generating some income. Perhaps you have a rental property on the side, which on the property, that's fantastic. Then I would look at it a little differently. Now, having said this, I'm not against home ownership at all. I own a home, and it's just, I've been renting for a very long time because of this. The rental market has really been difficult to find any quality properties to rent in. So I ultimately bought a house, and it's fine. I can afford it. It's great, and so there's nothing wrong. I'm not saying anything wrong with owning a home. I know there's a lot of peace of mind, ownership, the psychology of owning a home, but I would not think of your home as a growing asset because of all those things I explained. So I hope that just opened your mind a little bit. And again, looking on that other side of the coin, if you will. And so with that, I just want to say thanks so much. It's been great. I just love all the comments you're sending and the emails you're sending me. And next year, 2021 is going to be an amazing year. We got a lot of things we're coming out with, and I'm really excited to share them with you. And just remember, it's never too late to start your journey to financial freedom and peace of mind. Your financial destiny is not a matter of chance. It's a matter of choice. It's your choice, and it's something to start today. And I got a lot of resources, free resources on my website that you can download for free and start your journey to financial freedom and peace of mind now. Don't forget to hit subscribe, leave a comment. Would love to hear from you. So with that, I'll leave you to some beautiful, beautiful scenery. Take care.